What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Unturned, to the map build series, although this time it's not going to be so much so of a map build video, but rather a preview. A lot of you guys have been asking, Entech, where have the map build videos been? And the reason why there hasn't been any map build videos is because it's pretty much done, in the sense of the foundation is built. Now, I don't want to get anybody excited about it being done because it's about probably 65% of the way done, because what I have to do now is go in and actually put in the interiors in all the buildings, which is taking me a long time. For example, I did one small section of the map, this peninsula down here, Blackfall Prison Island, Blackfall Castle, and Old Man McClellan's Swamp, and then it's taken me about 9 hours to do with pretty good interiors. So I don't want to do anything kind of I don't want to do any kind of shoddy work. I want to actually do very, very good interior work. So that's why there's been no map build videos, because it would be kind of boring, I think, to kind of walk you through me building an interior. Rather, what I'd like to do is build the areas, build the interiors, and then tell you the story behind it. Because the cool thing about my map is that, one, it's gigantic. I mean, like, this is huge, and we'll take a look at a couple areas and you'll see just how big it is. But also, there's stories behind everything. So currently, we are on Old Man McClellan's Swamp, and basically what this area is it's a swamp area, marshy area, and you can see there's like these kind of things where there's standing water that's been here for a long time. And this isn't done yet because there'll be a ton of overgrowth and stuff. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to do that because I have a ton of trees here, and that's kind of the point, is that it's an overgrown swamp. So the first thing that people might ask is, Entech, can my computer run this? I have a low-end computer. Well, with the optimizations that Nelson's going to do, I think that you will be able to, and especially if you lower your settings. But there are a ton of trees in the swamp, more so even than by the logger camp, which we'll take a look at in a future video. So this video is going to consist of a couple different things, but we're going to take a look at, actually, I don't really need to show you that much of Old Man McClellan's Swamp because I've made videos and I haven't really changed anything since. The highlights of this video will be of Blackfall. Let me just say this first and foremost. This is going to be a heavily contested area because there are so many freaking trees here that you'll be able to build a massive base if you own if you control this island. I don't know. There'll probably be some kind of weapon in there, some kind of gun, because he was like an old military veteran. He's got his own runway here. He owns this island, and he's like kind of set off from the world. He doesn't want to have anything to do with the people on the mainland, and so yeah. So what we're going to do now is go to Blackfall Castle, which I think is probably one of the coolest areas on the map as of right now, for me. Now, you guys might be like, oh, the Metro City's awesome because it's so gigantic, or Smuggler's Den is cool because it's, you know, it's a hidden secret cave or something like that. But I like Blackfall Castle because it's very heavily fortified, and it was like a kind of a militia area, but not so much a militia area. It was just like some people who kind of held a resistance, like maybe a Rick Grimes group or something like that. And so we're going to travel there next, and I'll show you guys that. So I think I already have this, yes. Blackfall Castle. I think that should take us there. Okay, so I'm going to look at the ground here so you can see the castle, and we're going to head in here. So essentially, where the castle is located, it's right across from the lodges, which is by this big ravine, but the militia compound's right here, the military base is over here, and so it's kind of off on its own. It's a short swim from Old Man McClellan's Swamp or the Prison Island, but it is on its own, so it's something unique, and it will definitely be a heavily contested area because this will be a location where you'll be able to find military weapons. Now, this is one of Fifth's objects. This is the castle that he has. And let me just talk about the loot real fast before we go in here. So the military loot and the militia loot will obviously be in the military base, the militia compound, places like that. So these are legitimate places. The naval base, those will have military weapons. The castle will have weapons too, but I don't know how much. I don't know the percentages of things. And then there's also for example, there's a house that was barricaded down here in Cape Town area. And that will have some military loot as well. And then there's a secret shack up on the mountain area, which I'm not going to show you where, but it's up here, and that'll have like the only place you'll be able to find a grizzly on the on the map because he was like hunting bears and stuff. Or I don't even know what he was using it for, but he was doing something crazy. Some guy's shack up there. And probably Blackfall Tunnel will have some, and then there might be some scattered about Metro City and things like that. So let's go ahead and head in here. This is one of Fifth's objects. It's very, very detailed. You can see it's somewhat fortified, and there's some fortification up there. And this castle model has a bunch of different ways that you can get in and out of it. So like there might be a gun back here, some melee or something, maybe a pistol. You know, you come up here, you can go up on all of these ladders. There's a way to get up here, there's a way to get over there, there's a way to get over on that roof, and even on this one. You can see the watchtower right there. And then let's go this way first, and I can show you the watchtower. And there's just random stuff in here. The interiors in here are kind of like scattered as like some place would be, and I need to put a couple more beds in while I'm at it, but you can go up that tower, and then you can get up on all of these areas. There's not really anything up there though. There's this is like another entrance in here. I love this object. Fifth did a good job. Also, Fifth, if you're watching this video, you need to go back and look at one of your prison, I think it's prison A block, because I think you can walk through. There's no collision. So this is like an area where somebody was hiding, like they made their bed and stuff. There's like, I don't know what that is. I don't know why I did that. You can go out here, and there's a ladder up onto the roof up here, which I don't really know what the point of that was, but it's just something different, you know, something in addition to the rest of the area. Let's see what else. This is nothing down there. You can go in here, you can go through the top way over there, or you can come out back here, and this will take you up to the area where there'll be a couple military items, because this is where they were like keeping their stash, and you know, they were just like hanging out down here doing whatever. There's a gun cabinet here, so there will be guns. It's another Fifth object, I believe. Gun crate there, and then on the floor level, where is it? There's a kind of a cool, oh yeah, it's outside here. There's kind of a cool area over here too, and some tombstones back in here. This is kind of, oh, this is where I put the bunks at. Never mind, I think it's good. Some things are floating. Don't, if you see any errors in the video, pay no mind to those, because I haven't done like full walkthroughs yet where I've gone back through and like edited things and got them like absolutely perfect. I've done somewhat. Okay, so that's the castle. Pretty sweet place. Now let's go to Blackfall Prison. Essentially, the story behind Blackfall Prison is it's its own island. There's a huge prison here. The prison docking station is down in Lower Cape Town, and they would take a ferry over here, and that's where all the bad criminals are. So let's go ahead and go to Fall Prison. I think that's all I need to do. Okay, so I need to edit this. I keep forgetting to do this, but I need to change so you can walk around this, or you just probably just jump over it. So this is Blackfall Prison. It's pretty big. There's like a guard shack here, which might have some stuff in it, like a gun or something, a pistol. And then as you come in here, there's a couple different things. There's 2 cell blocks, there's an armory, and there's a medic building. And then there's a watchtower here, a watchtower back there, and like a kind of an outpost thing there. So you can climb up all these outposts. These are all fifth objects, by the way. These are all objects by Fifth. You can get those packs from the workshop. This is the medical area, which this will have some meds and stuff scattered about that you can pick up. There's a couple like treatment rooms, which might have some stuff. There's a observation kind of area. And there's some stuff back here. All these areas could have medical supplies. I don't know the percentage. Again, I don't know what the percentage is, but there will be stuff in there. Now, these prison blocks, there's an entrance over there and an entrance back here, and these actually have all cells and cell doors and bunks, and you can see how the cell doors busted that zombies got out when they got out. They infected people or whatever. All of these, I don't know where the doors are there. There's a walkway over to the other building. So, you know, you could barricade up a lot of these different locations, and you can make these places your own. And, like, that's the cool thing about my map, is that we've only been to a couple different locations so far. We've been to 3 locations, and you can see they're massive. They're huge. And, like, the mountain in and of itself is so gigantic, and not to mention there'll be snow. And so you probably won't be able to find anybody who actually builds a base up there. And then you also have to take into account that if you probably don't have the warm-blooded skill or you don't have clothing, you're going to freeze. And so you got to go up there prepared. So somebody could make a base up there and literally survive for a long time. They have a lot of things at their disposal. So this is the armory. So this is kind of like an office area. I don't know what'll be in here yet, but when you go back through here, there could be stuff all over the place. Now, I think I'll keep the chances of stuff being back here kind of low, because if you think of people breaking out and getting guns and stuff, this is the first place they're going to attack to get weapons, and so there might not be very many in here, but there will be some in here. A couple gun cabinets, a couple shelves, some crates, and so this is the Blackfall Prison Island. It's pretty sweet. I very much so enjoy the castle and the prison, because they're kind of unique locations and kind of cool locations. So let's take a look. Where else can we go? I want to kind of show you some other interesting things. Let's see, Federation Naval Base. I did pretty much all the interiors are done on the peninsula, which will take some time and actually look at this a little bit more in depth, because this has some interesting stories that I want to talk about. But let's go to Mountain View. Let's go to Mountain View, and I can show you the size. Actually, let's go to Miner City, and I can show you the massive size of the mountains. So, I'm on a house, okay? So we can take a look at Miner City as well, but look at how big the mountains are. So you can see just the sheer magnitude of the mountains alone. You know, somebody could easily build a base back there, and you would never find them, I don't think. And like I said, there is a hidden Easter egg somewhere on the mountain where you can find a grizzly, and that'll be the only place you can find it. Also, there will be like some I think I'll do some of Fifth's guns and stuff, and maybe Lunar's guns. I don't know yet, but you'll be able to find stuff like that as well. So let's think. What else can I show you here before I call it for this video? Because what I want to do is essentially in the next video show you the peninsula, and then actually take you to some of these areas in the editor and explain to you. So I'll say this right now to kind of like while I'm wrapping up. Guys, doing the interiors take so long. Let's just go to the editor right now, and I can show you some of this stuff, okay? Because I don't want you guys to freak out about anything or why I'm not showing you certain things, because the interiors take a very, very long time. Like this whole island right here, this peninsula, took me about 9 hours to do all the interiors from all of here and all those 3 places, okay? So it takes a very long time. So you can see that there are multiple buildings, all unique interiors. Like this one is a copy and paste of this one, but I went through and edited things inside, so it's not the same, okay? So it looks somewhat similar, but it's not the same, okay? So like there's books and stuff in that one, and up here there's like different stuff. And so every building is unique. There's a story essentially to every one, you know, like what you would expect a cafe to look like. And then the lodges have, you know, beds and cooking stuff, and the beaches have chairs and stuff, and every place is a little bit different, okay? So like for example, look at how nice this is, basically untouched. And then we come over here, things are a little bit different, some stuff on the floor like somebody's gone through it, and then you go to like this one that's completely barricaded. You can get in here through the windows, I think. Yeah, right here. But you can see they like try to hold off, and so like this one's barricaded. There are some people in there. Then like this house right here has different rooms and different couches and TVs and beds and stuff, and every place is totally different. They're all different in some way or another. And then like for example, the mall. The mall is exactly what you would think a mall would look like. You come inside the door, here's a clothing store, so you'll be able to find clothes and stuff in there. Come over here, this is like a melee place, so knives and machetes, katanas when he puts those in, baseball bats, things like that. This is like a weapon store. Like civilian grade stuff. Computer store. You've got a beach store over here, ATMs, boat store, bed store, hardware store. And so malls will be very useful places to go to because they're going to have pretty good loot. Now, I do want to say that this mall is the same as a mall that's on the other side of the island, and I figure it's all the way on the other side of the island, so people probably won't notice that much, and not to mention there'll be different loot rates, and also that's what malls look like, you know, they're all pretty much the same. So then we come down here, and you can see like every building has something. Every building's different, and so you can see how long this could take, because I have to go in and manually place all these items, rotate them, put them on the wall, do whatever. And so I have yet to do, there's a couple of houses there, there's some stuff up on the mountain city, there's all of the miner city right here. Smuggler's Den is done, it's got items in it. The mountain view doesn't have any items in it. The cave right here doesn't have any items. Smuggler's Den, the beach city, then we have, like, this stuff needs to be put in. The peninsulas out here, like, they all need interiors. And then we have the metro city, which is freaking massive. And it's very unique. You know, you can look at all the buildings. There's big apartment buildings, hospitals. This is going to be my last thing on my list because it's going to take me so long to go through and put all this stuff in. The airport, suburb back here. There's some areas back here. Cinema World, which actually you can put in chairs and a screen and projectors, which is pretty much done. I did that like right away. But look at how big this school is. And so you can see that it's going to take me a long time to do. And actually, there's even more. Wait, there's more. I'm a commercial salesman like Billy Mays. Oh, $3.99, 3 things of $19.99. Wait, there's more. Call now and we'll throw in another suburb. Look at all this. So you can see it's going to take a long time, but I just wanted to make a video to show you guys what I'm doing and why it's taking so long and what the plan is, okay? And so I'll make another map guide video. I'll show you Cape Town a little bit more in depth because it's pretty unique. It's pretty interesting. And other than that, there hasn't been many other changes to things because things are, you know, relatively the same. So check back later in the week for another map preview video, map build video, and you guys can see some of the cool, interesting stories that I did for Cape Town because that's pretty cool so far. And this is kind of what I want to have all the places like. They're very unique. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.